All right, welcome. My name is Matthew, and in this class we're going to do a series of seated forward bends. Physically, this would be good if you're trying to relieve some tension from your outer hips as well as your lower back. But energetically speaking, if you're looking to create a little bit more, let's say, quiet or relaxation, just making the mind a little bit more quiet, this would be a good class to do. All right, so if you're on board, let's go ahead and sit down with your right shin in front of your left shin. So just a very simple cross-legged position. There are a couple different alignment principles I want you to bring in is, one, lift your knees up. Bring your feet more in line with your knees. So instead of crossing at like your ankle joint, I actually want you to get your feet more in line with your knees and then just lower your knees down. Another thing is your shins, bring them away from your hips so the shins are more parallel with one of the straight edges of your mat. Okay? Once you have those principles in line, lift your hips up, fold forward, put the hips down, and then walk your hands forward. So just rotate your pelvis forward as you fold, and then round your back. Now, if for any reason this is just too much on your body, roll onto your back, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and hold on to your left leg somewhere. Doing it with one leg at a time or one hip at a time is actually going to be easier or less demanding, maybe not easier, less demanding than doing both hips at the same time. Now I want you to check in with the front of your hips, meaning right where your thighs and pelvis meet. So right at that the hip creases, that hinge spot there. And check in and see if there's any tension in those areas at all. And if there is, see if you can relax that area. About 3 more deep breaths in and out through your nose. Still try to keep your jaw soft, your face soft the entire time. Let's do one more. Complete your exhale. And then sit up as you inhale. Take your legs wide as you exhale. So take your legs as wide as you can safely go, or as they can safely go. Stretch out through your feet, firm up through your legs, bring your hands behind you, come up onto your fingertips and push back. Lift your chest up, so a little bit of a back bend. Yeah, dig down through your thighs, lift up through your chest, take a deep breath. And then lean back and cross your other shin in front. So bring the left shin in front of your right. Same alignment principles though. Lift your knees up a little bit and then line up your feet with your knees as best you can. Then once you have that in place, move your shins a little bit away from your hips so they're more parallel with one of the straight edges of your mat. And then hinge forward. Relax your knees down if you haven't already. Watch where the breath kind of shifts, how the breath shifts around when you go into these different postures. When you're more seated upright, the breath has a slightly easier time, or it does have an easier time to like fill up the whole circumference of your torso area, meaning your lungs, front and back, side to side, top to bottom. When you go into this forward bending positions, it has trouble going to all those same spots. So notice that your breath kind of shifts its area that it's able to go. And then just direct a few more inhales, a little bit lower, a little bit deeper into the body. And then your exhales, just watch the recoiling action of your exhales. Feel how your outer ribs pull in towards the center, your back ribs pull in towards the center. And how your tailbone slightly tucks under you and your head slightly draws down towards the floor. So about 2, maybe 3 more breaths here. All right, now next in breath, lift your torso up. Spread your legs wide on your out breath. Put your hands behind you. Stretch out through your feet, push down through your fingertips, and lift your chest up. Firm up through your legs, so firm your legs up. Pause for another inhale. And then bend your left knee in on your exhale. Let's do Janu Shirshasana to the right. So pull your left heel all the way in. Twist to your right and then fold over your right leg. Reach down and grab your foot with your left hand. Lift your chest for an in-breath. And then fold forward on your out-breath. So whenever I say pull your left heel all the way in, I'm leaving that. I purposely didn't give a area to pull it into. But I'll give more definition here. Traditionally, you pull your left heel all the way into its own hip, into the inner hip. And so you're more on the top of your left foot and front of left shin. That is not a necessity though. That's just a direction to work towards, or direction to work in. It might not work on your knee. It might not work on your body for whatever reason. So if you need a wider angle, if you need to keep the knee joint not as flexed, then please do it. But lengthen the left side of your waist out. Look forward for the in-breath. Sit all the way up on your out-breath. Take your legs wide again. Just pause for one inhale. Lift your chest. And then second side exhale. So pull your heel in, readjust, and then fold, and then reach down and grab your left foot with your right hand. Lift your chest for the in-breath. Fold over your left leg on your out-breath, round your back. Again, check in with the front of your hips and see if there's any tension, unnecessary tension there. Relax those areas. See if relaxing those areas actually allows you to take a slightly deeper breath. It may not. Release and relax your jaw, your facial muscles. Look forward, inhale. Sit up, exhale. Take your legs wide. Bring your hands behind you, lift your chest, inhale. Soles of feet together on your exhale. So slide the bottoms of your feet together. Grab your ankles or your feet, maybe even your big toes, lift your chest. And then fold right down the center of your legs on your exhale. Bound angle, Baddha Konasana. About 5 to 7 breaths here. Same thing here, even relax the front of your thighs, front of your hips, sorry. look forward, inhale. Sit up, exhale. Squat. Squat with your feet wide apart. So some people call this malasana. I'll call it malasana today. Bring your elbows inside your knees or your thighs. Slide your palms together. Wiggle around a little bit so your feet are in a useful position. Then bring your hands down. Bring your left forearm up to your left knee or left hand up to your left knee. Lower your right knee or push your right knee a little bit down and then reach your right hand straight out to the side. Now bring your left hand up to your knee, lift your left shoulder and turn. Done. Or swing your left arm around your back and turn. Done. Or if binding seems like a good idea for you, then go ahead and bind. Swing your right arm around the front of your shin, left arm around your back, grab hands and turn. And then release, bring both your hands down. Lean forward a little bit, just come up onto your heels, your fingertips, and then bring your heels back down. Reach your left arm out to the left, bring your right hand up to your right knee, and then push your left knee into your right arm. Lift and turn to your right. Done, or half or full bind in the position. Feel free to go for the binding positions. One more inhale. Release on your exhale and then do a standing forward bend with your feet hip width apart. So wiggle your feet in, lift halfway up as you inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Go ahead and shift back. Once you're back in down dog though, bend your knees a little bit. So bend your knees, lift your heels, lift your hips. And then from there, reach your heels down and back. Pause for one more in-breath here. And then right knee behind your right wrist as you exhale for pigeon pose. Bring your forearms down. Bring your head down and then fold. Relax. Now, if your head doesn't easily reach the floor, see what kind of props you might have lying around that you could put your head onto. You can make fists with your hands as well. For this style of class that we're doing here, I do want there to be more release than demand. More relaxation than output. A little bit less than a handful of breaths left for this position. Check in with your jaw, see if you have tension there. If you do, just relax it, release it. Check in with your tongue, see if you have tension there. And then check in with your breath. How long or short is it? Next inhale, lift your torso. Lean onto your right hip. Swing your left leg around in front of you. And stack your left shin on top of your right shin if you can. And if that doesn't really work out, then repeat what we did earlier. Shin in front of shin. Now hinge forward again. So once you have the shins in place, then another outer hip stretch. So fold forward, another forward bend. Again, relax the front of your hips. Check in there, see if there's tension there. Keep your jaw soft, your cheeks, your face soft, the skin on your forehead soft. The texture and size of your breath, pretty consistent and steady though. Great. Next inhale, sit upright. Pigeon pose left side, however you get there. So you can go from here, left leg forward pigeon, or step back to down dog. Take a breath or two, then come into pigeon. And then once you're in pigeon, just fold all the way forward. Release your head down. Again, I only say it because in my own body, this is what happens. Pigeon pose, jaw grips up instantly. So again, check in with your face. Check in with your jaw, check in with your tongue. Check in with your throat. See if these areas happen to be tensing up, if they don't actually add anything of value to the pose or to the moment. Arguably, if they do tighten up, that is valuable, arguably. Maybe 3 more breaths here. All right, lift your torso on your inhale. Lean onto your left hip, swing your right leg around in front of you, and then stack your right shin on top of your left shin. Readjust your hips so they're a little more level, and then fold right down the center of your legs. Sit up with the next in breath. Stretch your legs out to the sides on your out breath. So get your legs straight again. Hands behind you and firm up the the kneecaps. So firm up your legs, lift your chest. Take a couple relaxing, settling breaths here. Enjoy what you're feeling. And then bring your legs into the lotus position if you can. Half lotus is totally cool as well. But if that doesn't work on your body, you can sit cross-legged or sit in any other position that allows you to sit upright comfortably for some time. So once you sit upright, rest your hands on your thighs, about mid-thigh-ish, elbows bent. Sit just in front of your sitting bones, so your lower back naturally pulls in. And then balance your shoulders and head directly on top of that. And adjust your hands so the shoulders can relax down your back. If your eyes are not closed, to gaze straight forward and then just close your eyes. Now stay here as long as you have available. Or rest in Shavasana for as long as you have available. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the videos I upload to this channel, hit the subscribe button as well as turn on the notification bell so you can stay up to date. If you want to get in touch with me, leave a comment in the comments section down below. I do read all of your comments, and I will sometimes base my video making decisions off of the comments I receive from you guys. So if you have any ideas about things you would like to see on this channel, please leave me a comment there and I'll see what I can do. All right, thanks again.